Hello. Hey, hey, hey. What's up? Oh, wow. 38, 59, 72 people. Okay. I'm a little nervous. I haven't done this in a while. Um, and I was procrastinating it. I was going to do season two a while ago, and I just kept putting it off. And here we are. And what month is it? It's October already. But we're going to do it. I'm going to go try to do it weekly and have different guests for everybody. And pretty excited for our first guest. And I hope he can hear me, and I hope we get this all worked out. Our first guest is going to be Coz Baldwin, who I'm very excited to talk to. He is, I would say, the first outside of our community, outside of our friends and family and stuff. And he's been with us forever. Coz,
Hey,
you made it.
yeah. Can
How's
you
it
hear me
going?
all right?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can everybody? I guess everybody can hear. Um, how you doing? So we saw each other last week. We got to catch up. It's been a very long time. Um,
Yeah.
and I think I figure I've known you. How long have I known you? How long have you been involved with Tally Hall? It's been six,
2005?
16 years.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I bet you there's people in here that are not 16 years old.
Yeah, I agree.
Um, so yeah, for those who don't know who Kaz is, he is the mastermind behind Hidden in the Sand, which is has become the official Tally Hall website, and he's just been an active member of the community for many years since 2005. Um, so I thought it'd be interesting to like interview you, go through some of yeah, hear some of your thoughts on things, and you've seen it all. You've seen all the whole different iterations of fandom and all sorts of things. Anyway, so I guess tell us a little about yourself. Where are you from? What you grow up doing, listening to? What do you do when you're not doing music? Let's start with that, I guess.
Well, could you repeat the question? No,
Just tell us about yourself.
yeah, I'm currently 41 years old. Live in, Philadelphia suburbs,
Mm-hmm.
and, let's see. For the longest time, I've always been like an artist, and a musician. So uh, I've always dabbled in the arts, and I wanted to find a career in the arts. And the best I could do was get a job in web development and design.
Web development design. Okay.
So that's just like my last job was 8 years with Penn Medicine, which
Yep.
is like a large healthcare system. And we would get updates to make on the website, and I'd be part of the team to make those updates on the website.
So you from the early days you were into web development.
Yeah,
And so I guess leads me to like how did you come across Tally Hall because you were so early on in the game.
yeah, I got a friend request on MySpace.
MySpace.
Yeah,
Remember my so for those of you that don't know, actually, before we continue this, I think I'm gonna see if this works. Hold on. You guys can still see me, right? Um hold on. Dun-dun. Uh I sorry. Um dun, dun, dun. And let's see. I
What are
can't
you
use my
doing?
phone. Um, this was this is sort of unplanned. Let's see if this works. Um, okay, so yeah, there we go. We got a Rob.
Here I
Hey,
am.
uh, so yeah, with MySpace was like the original. What's new? TikTok or Twitch or something. Facebook with like friend requests, and
yeah,
we spammed the hell out of
Did we
MySpace.
randomly request you on MySpace,
yes,
guys?
you did. Yeah,
That's how you found us? Oh,
We lost Rob for a sec, but yeah. So I think we like had a bot or something that would add people. We just like we're gonna contact every single person we can, and it worked for
I
like a lot of bands back in the day.
I think the bot was named Ryan Scott.
What possibly?
Yeah,
Um, Rob, you're still fuzzy.
yeah. Rob's buffering.
I also let's see. Um, yeah, I was trying to get some other special guests, but doesn't seem to quite have worked. Anyway, we'll see. Yeah, so MySpace was like how you got fans back in the day, and that was crazy. Um, and I know some bands back then like that actually became things. They would like just basically fake their numbers and get signed to major labels. Major labels were like, "Oh my God, this band has so much power." Anyway,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah. It was all about how many followers you had.
yeah, it still is about how many followers you have for like major labels and a lot of the industry. They're like, who are the most popular people with the biggest push? So,
Wow.
but anyway, that's here now. So you got a MySpace request.
Yeah, and you know, you get a ton of them. So it was lucky I even listened to it. But immediately I listened to it was either Good Day or Ruler of Everything,
Hmm.
and then whatever it was the other song was second. There's Rob,
I'm back.
and da, 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 da. I immediately was like, wow, this is incredible. Let me find out more about this band. And there was nothing online to find out more about you guys. So
True.
within
It was
days,
MySpace
yeah,
exclusive.
within days, I'm like, I contacted you guys, I think, and I'm like, I'd like to set up a live journal community for you guys and and a Yahoo mailing list. And you guys are okay with that.
Where's that Yahoo mailing list? Where has it been all these years?
It stuck around until after Hits was born, and then eventually I just deleted it. It wasn't being used or anything.
Fair deal. I don't think we've used our mailing list in years. It's been some
True,
time.
yeah. Yeah.
Um,
I just remember you showing up at a Pingree show in New Jersey, which
My
for go every year and play at Andrews Old High School. And
yeah.
yeah, cause it was remarkable that someone actually came to a show to see us.
Yeah.
We were shocked. We thought we had to. Yeah,
Well,
the only people that were going to be there were the high school students attending the spring fling. Um,
it
well,
was lucky that the Pingree show happened just weeks after I found you. So I'm like, oh, this is great. Um, let me go see him. So it was like a 2 hour drive or something like that. And yeah, again, I think it was Ryan Scott when I was there after the show who he recognized me by that point, and he's like, Coz, come on back. And he brought me backstage to meet with you guys.
and the rest is history.
and then
The
you
rest
Love
came,
is
at
history.
first sight.
I think, right?
What?
Came back to Andrew's parents' house with us.
Yeah, I did. You guys were kind enough to invite me.
You're like a fan.
Yeah.
Hey, don't leave.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
uh,
Well, I definitely felt special, and now I know why, because I was the only guy you were not expecting to see.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was 2005, I guess, right? That was a long time ago. And
Yeah.
for those of you who don't know, I went to high school and middle school at a place called the Finger School, and basically they used to have these spring fling concerts every year when I was there, and they had Dispatch, they had Guster, they had all sorts of really cool bands. So I was like, one day I really like to play this, and so I think I just reached out and I was like, we'll play for free, whatever you can do. Um, so we wound up playing that for 2 years, and Rob, do you remember I think that maybe the show that Coz went to was outdoors, right?
Was the first one indoors and the second one outdoors?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
one we were opening, and the second one we were playing outdoors. And I remember we only had like 35, 40 minutes of material, and we got off stage, and I think my mom or someone was like, "You gotta play longer. The parents aren't coming to pick up their kids yet." So I think we replayed songs, right?
What did we do? I don't even remember. Did we just make up songs?
We might have. Kaz, do you remember?
I don't remember you repeating songs, no.
What want to hear again?
Our zero hits of songs that no one knows.
Yeah.
Except for Kaz.
We
Yeah.
But I remember it was
put the
during the phase that you had Ross come up and tell stories or
Say,
jokes.
if we want to know what really happened, we have to let Ross in because he's the only one that will remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I invited him, but I don't think he's here.
Okay.
But anyway, so that memory is lost in the past.
Yeah.
So from there, did you have Hidden in the Sand by then? No, right? You were just starting.
No, yeah, I created the live journal, and that was like that was like hits before hits. It kept track of all the tour dates, news updates, things like that, interviews that would, you get in the press. And then the forums started on your website, and a community started to build on the official forums. And somebody said, we need like an actual fan site. And so I started working on that. And it was Jenny Sadler who came up with the name hiddeninthesand.com.
Mm.
Good old Jenny. She's also original fan group.
Yeah.
Wait, what was I gonna ask? So at the time, were you like, I vaguely remember, but were you involved with any other bands or fandoms, or had you ever been interested in a band to that extent?
I grew up like childhood friends with Kurt Vile, and so a few years prior to finding you guys, Kurt was just starting to book a lot of shows around Philly, and he had some CDRs to hand out. He wasn't signed or anything. And so I made a fan site for him because he didn't even have a regular website. And I kept that going for like maybe a year or two until he got signed. And he's like, you got to take that down. I don't want any of the old stuff audible anymore.
Mm.
So that was it.
So he was kind of practice for the main act.
Kind of was, yeah.
I like Kurt Vile. He's been around all these years too.
Yeah.
He's amazing. He's still doing his thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a ton of questions from people, but I'm kind of trying to think of things that are most curious to me. So how has the fan base changed over the year? How has your role changed over the years?
Oh, wow.
And
The
why do you
fan
stick with
base-
it all these years too?
Oh, well, okay, the fan base.
I like how Andrew, can I just say, and I've noticed this in the other Keep Up the Good Works, Andrew likes to throw about 9 questions at you.
Yeah.
And you can kind of pick of what to answer, but it's very overwhelming.
A little bit, Andrew.
Do you want to do on one of those questions, Andrew, or you're just going to leave the...
It's open. I'm a fish, and I have to say everything quickly so I can come up for breathe again.
Okay. Do you think fish come up breathe?
What?
Did you say you're a fish?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Some say.
A
Okay, back
magical
to
fish.
Coz.
Yeah, back to
So, I forget the question now. Oh,
you.
the fandom. The fandom, like, goes through waves. Like, people come in and out about every 2 years. It's like a whole new batch of people.
Well, that's I think what you want in a band is you don't want fans to stick around for too long. You got to keep it fresh, got to keep it moving.
If you say so.
Just joking.
Um,
That is interesting.
so it's really, I can't keep up with it. I can't keep up with the names. Some of them do stick around, so I get familiar with them.
A non-tally halt.
What the hell?
Hi guys, I'm green tie. Green tie guy.
If you guys
Ben?
don't know who this is Ben Thornewill of Jukebox the Ghost.
What?
I
Where
never
are you?
actually met Ben.
It's so great to see you again.
Yeah.
It's good to see you.
Man, we're trying to make it up back to the East Coast, but our van's broken down, so we're just sitting at a gas station.
It takes me.
Oh crap! This took a really random turn. What city are you in? Sorry, guys. We're gonna get back to this.
No, it's okay.
No, I didn't mean to disrupt. I was just this looks fun.
I was like, let's have him in here.
I'm in the amazing part of America between Louisville and Cincinnati.
Okay.
Wow.
I have nothing to contribute here, but I'm glad to field questions.
You're on tour a little bit right now.
Yeah.
Your next show is tomorrow.
Friday in Boston, then Saturday.
Friday. Well, if it was Thursday, I would have been right.
You're so close.
So yeah, people can go see you still. You still have tickets, maybe.
I love that this is like just so gracefully turned into me just plugging my band.
No, why not? Why not?
You're here.
Yeah, why not? What are you guys? Are you guys having a great time? You have a nice day.
I was just watching this pleasant conversation between. Got roped into it, and I don't see a way out.
You mean I'm stuck here?
Yeah.
You're stuck. You can't get out of this combo now.
Yeah.
Wow. That's okay.
So we're just learning about Coz's. I think when I talk or someone else talks, it cuts off.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry, Rob.
So we were just learning about Coz's background a little. You've never met Coz. Do you know of Coz?
I don't know. I can't figure.
Surely, Coz, you've seen Ben play in concert a number of
times. Oh
yeah.
Yeah.
So Jukebox the Ghost did some shows with us way back in the day, over 10 years ago now. Yeah, we're all old. It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you doing about this band situation, real quickly?
Well, I'll bring you all the way up to scoop because you asked, and I'm here. We had shows this past weekend in Chicago and Columbus, and the van was supposed to be fixed for those, but it wasn't. So we just did those tours in a U-Haul, and then we've been stuck here in Louisville for the last 3 days waiting for it to get fixed. Got fixed. We took it 40 minutes down the road, and then it went and then wouldn't accelerate. So now we're here, and they're sending another mechanic out. It's been a real hoot.
It has
That is a hoot. At least you're not playing tonight, you know?
Yeah, show's not till Friday. We're like right at that cusp where we're either going to have to book flights and panic or another U-Haul or just sort of survive. I don't know. Everything keeps going wrong. COVID, everything's weird in the touring world. Yeah.
Do any of you have COVID currently?
No one else has gotten me. Well, I'm the only one left that hasn't gotten the last months. And as of right now, we're good.
Okay, that's good.
I'm looking forward to not having to like double mask and like go into a coffee shop again after this tour is over.
Let me just real quick a question about Instagram Live strategy here, because I have the comment thread streaming over Coz and Ben's face right now. It's extremely stressful and challenging my ability to read and at the same time, because I'm like, my eyes are drawn to this streaming comment thread. Do you guys hide that, or do you keep it up while you're conversing?
I see 2 comments at a time.
You can set it to different. Let's see if I pinch it. See, that's the other thing is I tried to lower it before, and that's when I left. I got booted.
Oh,
I think if you just tap on the screen elsewhere in a non-turn it off sort of a way.
I'm tapping. Okay, it worked. Ben, you're a goddamn genius.
I'm here protect. Can't fix the van.
Yeah.
Can fix Instagram Live. So
Should we get
let's
back
go
to
back to take it back to Coz. But you lost track of my thoughts. But I
Yeah.
mean, it's on you now. Ben ruined this.
I think the only fair thing is have Ben ask Coz the next question.
Ben, calm down. There was one other question that you asked, Andrew, the last one out of the 3 in a row.
You stayed active in the community for all these years.
Why? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's just it's part of my personality now. It, as I said in that documentary, it gives me purpose. I think that's really what it comes down to.
We appreciate that.
Yeah, we sure do. I was going to say the same.
Obviously, I told you in person, I don't think the community are basically like Tally Hall would have survived all these years, possibly, or been as strong without your involvement.
Without carrying the torch. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I agree.
I disagree, but thank you.
I remember Rob in college, you were really into, I remember you were really into Weezer, and you were talking about this fan named Carl that they had that would I don't know if you were making the comparison to Coz at the time, or I feel like it was pre-Coz.
It may have been, but yeah, there's definitely some corollary there.
You guys know my real name is Carl, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Karl, but still.
Yeah, Weezer has I guess you know more about it maybe, but Weezer has this guy Carl who like runs their fan communities.
Right.
And I wanted to say, I don't think I've ever said this, but when I was like in high school and college, I was like pretty active in the John Mayer fan community. It's a little bit embarrassing now to say, but I was like a super fan from day one. I was like selling his merchandise at shows and like, you know, getting all involved with message boards and stuff.
You hitched your star to a legitimate wagon. That guy's.
I know, right? It's crazy.
Yeah, he's cool again. He's very cool.
He's cool.
You've done a good job.
Yeah,
I have, but I was like, why did I do that? It's a weird one for like looking back. I'm like this sensitive singer-songwriter at the time. I was very into it. I don't know why. Anyway.
Yeah, I remember you were an Aware rep, and you and I went and sold merch for Blue at a Toad the Wet Sprocket concert when we were in college.
I love Toad.
Let's go way back, yeah.
Oh, yeah, great.
They were just in town, and I was going to go, but I wasn't feeling well.
So, Coz, a lot of people probably know that you're not well right now, and your voice isn't what it was.
Right,
but
yeah.
I like your voice, but yeah.
Thanks.
You want to talk about that a little bit?
Sure, yeah. Like about a year and a half ago, I had what is called a cardiac ablation, and it went really bad. And I had to be intubated, you know, a tube down my throat for an extended period of time. And some point that damaged the cartilage in my vocal folds. And now I have this voice that personally I can't stand because it doesn't sound like what I'm used to hearing at all, and it's harder to maintain breath when I'm talking. So that's the reason that I sound like this. Yeah.
How are you? How's your day to day now?
Day to day is okay. I feel bad for Ben right now.
Why?
Because I feel like he's like stuck in the middle of a conversation he doesn't want to be in.
It's either this.
Fun and light. I'll pop in for ablations.
I can either like look and be entertained by you all, or it's just this.
This is the best thing.
All right.
It's not great. Wait, what was the question?
Yeah.
What? Oh no, keep going, Coz.
Yeah.
Well, day to day is like I don't stay active. I just kind of sit in front of the computer all day, and that's pretty much all I do. I have nurses that come in 3 times a week, and they give me some medication injections, and I got this bag that is like stuck to my arm, so I gotta carry that around everywhere I go. It's kind of a pain, but I feel okay, you know? Some days are not as good as others, but generally I feel okay.
Okay.
What?
Well, sorry.
I was going to ask, what makes you happy these days? What brings you joy?
Good question, because not much really does. But that's because I've always been like a depressed kind of guy. So I tell you what does. Food.
Sure.
Food like sushi and Taco Bell. And
Taco Bell 2 hours ago, and it made this day a lot better.
yeah, I had
Until
it
a couple
yesterday.
hours from now.
Yeah.
And then
All right.
all over again.
Yeah. So food brings me joy. Doing things like this and getting to talk to you guys
Yeah.
really does actually bring me joy.
Yeah.
And boobs. Yeah.
Can't go wrong there, guys.
I mean,
Can't go wrong there.
Taco Bell, booze, and Tally Hall is a pretty good recipe for little injections of happiness.
No, not booze. Boobs.
Boobs?
Yes.
That's how you said it. I was like, okay.
I mean, formula stands.
Yeah.
It's just a couple letters off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine you're not drinking too much.
No. I've never been a drinker, but even if I could drink or wanted to, I couldn't really drink much anyway, so.
So, Coz,
yeah.
so can I go rapid fire? I asked for questions. I have a ton of questions for you. And also there's a ton of live questions.
I'm just gonna go back to watching and enjoying.
Okay.
Good to see you.
Wonderful. Thanks for welcoming me in and keeping me distracted for a few minutes.
Thanks for joining.
See you, Ben.
Say hi to everyone. Bye.
I will.
Okay. I had people wait. Oh my gosh. We're substituting Ben for another special guest. But Coz, I had a bunch of questions for you. Let's see if this next guest joins. Hopefully he does.
Is 4 the max?
What?
Is 4 the max?
4 is the max. I did not know that.
Bring in another?
Yeah, I did. I don't know if he got it or what. We'll see. Okay, so let's go through some questions. Favorite Tally Hall song of all time. There's a lot of Tally Hall related questions. This is from Invader Siri.
Oh my God. I should have been more prepared.
Okay, we're gonna move on. If you don't have,
I'm gonna say and.
Okay, interesting one. Next question. What's your least favorite Tally Hall song of all time?
I'm about to flip a table.
Let's go.
Sacred Beast. Did you hear that?
No.
Sacred Beast.
Oh, Sacred Beast, really?
Yeah.
I really like Sacred Beast.
Mm-hmm.
It's an underrated one. Okay, we already did that. If you could be a Tally Hall member, who would you be?
I wonder what that question means.
Yeah.
Interpretation.
Yeah, it's an open one. It's a philosophical question.
Joe, I guess.
Why?
Oh God. Because he writes very interesting songs that I feel like if I was less inhibited, I might be able to write myself.
Okay. So you relate more to that material in some respects.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Hey.
Hey,
Hey,
how's it going?
it's going all right. I feel like I'm in your shoes looking up at you.
Oh, sorry. I had to decline the request, Andrew, because I was out. My yard was just full of trash and recycling items and things because we got crazy wind in the area last night. So I was trying to get that done while I had daylight before joining. I'm sad I missed Ben though because I was planning on going to their show on Friday and I wanted more of the scoop on what are the odds that it'll happen versus not. But it
Why would
sounds like what's
It'll
up?
happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. We've been there. I was thinking about our time with a broken
Oh,
down van, upstate New York. Yeah.
Is it weird that I barely remember that, if at all?
No, I have to say I was listening from the beginning. I do not remember having to repeat songs or extending our set by for any reason or anything from the Pingree show. I have no recollection of that.
I could
So,
just be making it up.
that or we maybe just played a bunch of covers that we didn't plan on playing but were regularly playing at the time.
could be
Just what I needed. Blinded by the Light, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was about to say, I just remembered Blinded by the Light.
It sounds kind of like a recurring nightmare to me. It's like you're constantly dreaming that you're getting off stage and your mom is there and she's like, you have to go back out on stage and keep playing.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe it's a
Absolutely.
nightmare I've been having. Oh,
I'm
man.
also having a pretty serious issue now that I don't know what step to take because either one seems bad. I can't Rob and Coz, I can't see either of you. I have a request right now from Andrew and it says go live, or decline. And I'm currently live, so I don't neither one of these options seems like the right one, but it's covering up the screen and I can't get rid of it. So
I would accept.
Press decline.
I'm gonna accept, but if for some reason I disappear, I probably am coming right back.
Okay.
Okay.
So wait, if you don't come right back, should we alert the authorities? Something terrible's happened?
No, guys, I just keep pushing the button and it's not going away. Nothing's progressing. Well, I
Decline
can
it.
only.
No?
Nope.
Oh, we
There he
lost
goes.
Ross. Okay. Do I
All right.
do I invite him again?
Yeah.
Or does he
Yeah.
request it? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. We only have 4 spots, so we don't have that much.
Should I'm going to recuse myself and let you guys bring it.
Okay.
I got it
Okay.
anyway.
It's still
If you want-
here. The box didn't go away. It was a very odd experience. It quickly. I just heard
We
myself.
lost Rob now.
I heard myself talking. And I'm gone.
No,
You're
you're
still here, Ross.
I am. Wait. Oh, that's crazy. I don't see myself anymore. I think probably
okay.
my thing moved
We're
into
good.
the box hidden by my whatever. Okay, we'll keep rolling with it.
Back to Coz
I'll just hang out.
questions, okay? What's your prized possession?
Well, good thing Ross just joined because I think it's the bass drum head with the tally hall on it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Would have only a couple, I guess, right?
Yeah, I do not recall giving out many of those at all.
Yeah. Okay, that was a straightforward question. Most underrated Tally Hall album. And if you're not into Tally Hall and you're in this stream, you're probably in the wrong stream.
Yeah. Underrated. Good and Evil is more underrated than Marvin's, I think.
Okay, I like that answer. Most memorable moment you can think of. It could be anything. Tally lost Ross.
Anything with or without Tally Hall related?
Yeah.
Oh God. I can't really go into detail, but it involves a girl.
Okay. How about involving Tally Hall?
Oh man.
Or just a memory that you have that you uh,
I'm
sticks
so
with you. First thing that comes to mind.
I'm so bad with these types of questions. Um, that Pingree school and the after party really left an impact on me. For sure.
Yeah, it was memorable because it was exciting and it was the early days. Um, okay, what's the strangest experience you've had with a fellow fan, online or in real life?
Well, I don't know if strange is the right word, but I remember being called uh, sexist because, well, I can't even remember the details. But it was like, because I got into a debate with somebody, and it was just a debate, and they ended up calling me sexist, and I'm like, you don't know me at all. So, yeah, I think that was very strange because after that I learned not to debate with fans really at all.
That's fair. There's always going to be someone who's doesn't appreciate or wants to instigate something or
Yeah.
you know. Okay, how is it I kind of what is the most challenging part about facilitating the website?
Keeping the software updated, especially the Tally Almanac,
Hmm.
because updating a wiki is not like an easy one-click operation. Um, it I gotta like take the whole thing down and remove files and put old new files back in, and then I gotta make sure everything, all the all the aesthetics look the way that they're supposed to, and
Hmm.
they usually don't. So I spend all night tweaking it back to where it should be.
Fair deal.
Yeah.
Um, so there's a lot of questions. Let's ask about this. How did a cover song with Joe Holly come about? And if Joe's here and wants to join this request, I'm not very good at this, but I will find you anyway.
He just emailed me with the original song and asked if I'd like to. I guess he insinuated that he was doing a cover and asked if I wanted to be a part of it. And I'm like, yeah, sure. And then, so he sent me like his own instrumental version of it. And then I took that and in GarageBand, I sung over it and I sent it back to him. And then he tweaked the hell out of that. And that's pretty much all it came down to. I didn't even know Casey was going to be involved until like it was all done.
Hmm. Uh, well, he was.
Yeah.
um,
And he did a great job too.
yes. Um, okay, so I'm gonna just do some live questions. I know you said you didn't think there were questions, but I wrote down about 60 questions that I thought, and that's not all of them, just ones that I was going to ask you, but I'm gonna ask some live ones that I'm
Okay.
just getting. I think they'll pop up on the screen. Let's go quickly through them. Kaz, are you Batman?
Oh, uh, mm, if I was, I couldn't tell you, but I'm going to
That's
say
it.
no.
Opinion on Furbies.
Uh, Old, outdated, and scary.
Opinion, what was inside a not for trampoline package?
Oh, shit. I
Watch
don't
your
remember all
language.
that. uh, God. There was a picture of somebody's family from the 60s, like an
Okay,
8x10,
sounds about right.
that Rob decided to take from like a yard sale, I think,
Mhm.
and sign it. And There was a bunch of things I wish I
We'll
could
move on.
remember. I think a
Okay.
handwritten letter.
What is Coz most proud of accomplishing, or what's a funny story he doesn't get to tell?
Oh, God.
It's not a high pressure question. You can answer it any way you want.
It's a good question, but I'm going to have to skip it because
Okay.
I just can't come up with anything.
How did getting a tattoo feel like?
Oh, yeah.
You just got a tattoo, right?
Yep.
Awesome. What is it?
It's a door, like opening, or maybe
Cool.
it's closing.
I like it.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
So I just got it. My first tattoo. I got it on Saturday, and it was okay. It hurt a lot less than I thought it would. It felt more like a burning sensation than cutting.
That I have not gotten a tattoo, but I am open to it if it feels right at the time. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying to read through. There's so many questions. Okay, let's ask this one. There's only one right answer there.
How do you feel about the Beatles? They're amazing. They're the best band in the world, and there will never be another Beatles because there are now too many people, too many bands, too many genres for everybody to like the Beatles were. So there will never be another Beatles.
I hear you. Okay, the next question I threw up was any new hobbies as of late?
Not really too recent, but within the past couple of years, I started to get into Twitch streaming, and so I'll go live on Twitch here and there. But I don't play any of the games that other people play. I play a marbles on stream game, and I told you about it at lunch.
Yeah.
There's no way to make it sound exciting. Excuse me.
Unless you tell it in an exciting way.
So you go into the person's chat room and you type !play, and on their screen is a track, a marbles track, and when you type play, a marble with your name goes on a ball on the track, and then the streamer starts the race, and you hope your ball gets to the finish line first. And it's addicting, and it's a little bit like gambling, but there's no money involved. It's just gambling in the sense of like, let me throw it out there and hope for the best.
Awesome. I have one more question for you.
Okay.
Coz, do you know anything about Tally Hall? Not even they know. And this was asked by Sexy Landon.
No, I think everything I've learned that maybe nobody else knows, at least Tally Hall knows.
I think you're covering something up, but you know. Okay. I seriously have over 100 more questions, but I think we've pretty much covered most of the material already. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
No, I was just wondering what you would ask and how it would go, and I am open to more questions if you are.
Sure. There'll be more rapid fire then, okay? Which unreleased Tally Hall song should have a studio release?
I know it's just the same.
Really? I have weird feelings about that song. It was very early on. It's not the favorite. It's not even the top 10 things, 20 things I've written, but or 50 things I've written. But okay, I know a lot of people like it. So, okay, how could I maximize the fulfillment fulfilling enjoyment of my life. Wait, how could I did not ask that right. It's a life question. Basically, how uh, I can't even find it on the screen. Oh, how can I maximize fulfilling enjoyment of music in my life?
Be honest with yourself and others at all times. You will never get into any trouble because you'll never tell a lie. And the right people will ultimately respect you for always telling the truth.
That's a good answer. Um, yeah, I think being truthful to yourself and doing music for the right reasons um, is, yeah, the thing.
Yeah.
Um, okay, this is a question that I was curious about. Tallyall.club. Are you affiliated with that? And do you know anything about it? I'm looking it up right now.
I'm not
I know that.
affiliated with it, but I know what it is,
Oh, this
and
is
it's
horrible.
completely legal.
Let's not even mention that name again.
Yeah. It's it's
Someone,
completely illegal, and I don't like to be associated with it at all. I don't even go on it because
honestly, oh, sorry.
just because I hate the fact that people can take what they want whenever they want without giving you guys your due credit.
It is interesting. So my philosophy on a lot of this kind of stuff is, if someone so badly wants to rip our music or can't afford a CD or something, then go for it. And yeah, I think like same thing with like licensing and stuff. We've always been more open to it and
Yeah,
said yes rather than no, just because inevitably, like at the end of the day, um there's no sense of fighting it, and it does like further spread our music in all cases.
yeah.
There's some embarrassing stuff up here, but you know, it is what it is. It happened. It's in the world. We're in 2021 where things are out there. Um,
The internet knows everything.
the internet knows everything. Um, okay. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we can wrap it up. Um, if you have nothing else specific.
Well, what about you?
What
People want to
about
know
me?
about you.
Well, I'm gonna try to do this every week with different guests. I'm gonna try to do like I was a little nervous to do this first one because jumping into something is a little bit scary.
Yeah,
So I only had you, but I think starting next week I'll try to do like musical guests and then another guest talking about whatever. And I have some ideas. If you guys have ideas, email me. Um, I might try to like bring some people from our past back into the picture uh, just to catch up. Some people I haven't talked to in 10 years, 15 years, who might be interesting or have interesting perspectives. Might not keep it all to music, to people in other aspects of life or whatnot. Um, yeah, if you have questions to ask me, you're welcome to. But yeah, otherwise I'll save it because people get bored of me.
well, no, I don't think they do at all. I want to know, what are you willing to talk about how your life is going right now?
Um, what am I willing to talk about? Life is going well. I am currently in Nashville. I am splitting my time between Nashville and I'm in Brooklyn still a little bit. Um, creating a lot of music. Can't really talk about musical life. A lot of it is commercial and I don't know, just different projects that I'm developing. Um, and yeah, I don't know. That's as much as I'll share right now.
What do you think about the idea of a new solo album from Edu?
I think I've been trying to do that for a couple years now. It might happen. I am not sure. I have this beautiful studio, and I bought some fun toys, so I would like to create. I have a bunch of songs I would like to start recording again, but just jumping into things is scary, man.
Yeah. Oh, the one question I had that I have no idea what the answer is. When's Tally Hall 3 coming out?
Tomorrow.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll be
I don't have
ready.
an answer for that. There are
No,
no
I know.
plans right now.
No, I know. I had to ask for everybody watching.
But yeah, I told you gotta keep stay fighting because goal is to one day have you on stage introduce us or something, you know.
That would be great, yeah. Do you remember you
Dreams.
did invite me up to kind of play the 13 intro in
Yeah.
the music hall in Brooklyn. What is that place called?
Music
You
Hall
had
in
a
Williamsburg.
you had
Would
a
that be it?
no, you had
Oh,
a
Union Cool,
residency
maybe?
there.
Union
Union
Hall.
Hall.
Union
Yeah,
Hall.
yeah.
Yep.
You did bring me up not just to do the huddle with
Yep.
you and hit a couple notes on your keyboard, and that was great. That was a good memory.
So you've played with us before.
Technically, yeah.
Technically, yes. I remember the
Yeah.
Thurman days as well. We had people
Oh,
go
yeah.
crazy with the Thurman. That was fun times.
They would go crazy, yeah. Well,
Well, Kaz, great to see you. Thank you for joining me on the first one of these.
thanks
Um,
for having me.
and you guys can find Kaz on Twitter, on Instagram. I tagged him on everything, so look him up, follow, and also check out. You have music we didn't talk about, but
All right.
um,
Yeah, you can search Coz Baldwin on all the streaming and music platforms, and you'll find my music up there. Spotify to YouTube and everything in between.
yep, there you go. So
And by
thank
the way, this will be on YouTube, so everybody knows. And if anybody has any additional questions, I can answer them in the comments once it's posted there.
there you go. So yeah, awesome. And I'll be back next week. I'm gonna do the same thing, Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have great guests next week, and thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks
Thanks to
everybody.
Rob, Ben, and Ross for joining us as well.
Yeah, thanks guys. I appreciate it.
Later.
All
Be in
right.
touch.
See ya.